So, condition that is societal and pervasive, when the entire society of people is used to something that's wrong, but then it's normalized. There's something wrong going on throughout society. Everybody is aware. I don't know if they're aware of it, but it's happening to everybody. But yet they don't want to see it, or if they are some who are aware of it, but they're okay with it. It's like it's normalized, and others don't even see it. Some are aware of it, some are not. So I'm gonna show you this. So my reporting of the squatter scam, which is using police authority to enforce profit by gangs, criminals, from cruelty. And so this is the report. I'm going to go through this, every statement that the police and the people you report to make has to be a fallacy to disguise that it's correct, that their refusal to receive and acknowledge that something is wrong and be in denial. Listen to this.
Right here, the video file for you to have access to it. I want you to see it.
Okay. What is on the video file?
Can I show it to you?
Tell me.
Just right there.
Just tell me.
Why do you not want to see it?
Because I don't want to waste my time when you can just tell me.
Okay, one is I don't want to waste my time. So the number of crimes I've reported, the identity theft, the stealing of wallets, the violations, and they say we don't have the time, okay? So if you want to write every statement that they make, I don't have the time to do this. Number one, okay?
Here to serve and protect me.
No, not you, the community. I serve and protect the entire community.
Okay, write that down. The slogan, to serve and to protect, he says, no, I'm to protect the community. So am I not included? Am I excluded from the community because I let a prostitute in to help her? Right there. Right there. I'm here to serve the community, not you. And write that down and look at it. Let's move on.
Something that endangers the entire community.
No, that's your opinion.
It's not just an opinion. Gangs take over property, and it's reported everywhere. There are houses and properties all over the country owned by gangs and criminals using this method. It does endanger all of America. All of these concerns, fentanyl, drug dealing, prostitution, all of these crimes, theft, identity theft, that are perpetuated because criminals are able to have power in our society by taking property, and this is done using law enforcement. It is endanger the entire community. You are there to serve the entire community, but you're choosing not to by excluding me, saying you're not there to serve me. In this case, you're serving the criminal that's perpetuating a squatter scam.
Okay, there is a kind of crime that is prevalent in America that uses. Can I say it without you interrupting me? So you don't want to.
So he doesn't want to let me verbalize it. No. And that every time that happens, make a note of it. Just when the truth is spoken, there is a type of crime in America that is perpetrated by the police themselves. And he doesn't want that truth spoken.
What's on the video? Either tell me what's on the
on the video is the crime that is prevalent in this country.
What is the crime? Get to the point. What's the crime?
You hear that?
What's the crime?
What's
You
the
let me
crime?
talk.
Then answer the question.
The crime is using the law as a weapon and law enforcers as a weapon.
Okay.
Like what you doing, she's, okay?
Okay.
She,
Explain to me what the crime is. That's not a crime.
Explain to me what a crime is. That's not a crime. It is. A crime is profiting from cruelty using law enforcement. That is a fact, and every time I speak it, the refusal to receive that input. Okay? You tell an alcoholic who's in denial that they got to acknowledge the alcoholic so that they can correct it. They will use this exact same method. They will not receive that input that there's something wrong. And this is used systematically. This script is repeated by all police officers when that same concern is expressed. It's not an opinion, it's a truth. Law enforcement enforcing a scam which uses the laws with cruelty to profit and take property. The fact that they have this systematic method of answering it shows they are doing it intentionally, they know they're doing it, and they're all trained to do it and disguise it as something that's legal, that's right, when it's obviously wrong. Cover up shows that you know it's wrong and you're covering it up. Why else would you cover it up with language like this that's systematic and pervasive?
Her being smarter than you is not a crime right now. So explain to
Her being smarter than you is not a crime. He's talking about a serial squatter who has 14 arrests on her record, who goes from state to state using police to get property with cruelty. And Detective Martinez here of the West Valley Police Station says she's smarter than you. Why is a criminal smarter than an individual with a house that's trying to help out somebody? Why? I want that question posed. I want that answered. Why does a law enforcement, consider a criminal performing a cruel year-and-a-half long police-enforced occupation of a house smarter than the individual trying to help out a homeless? When there's homeless epidemic in this country, because anyone trying to help them is being subjected to this. The people that move into a house to get help would rather perform the scam because it's encouraged by the police. Do you understand? They wouldn't do it if the police weren't being an accessory to it being this way. It's systematic, it's pervasive, it's nationwide, it's wrong, and it's all of these methods to cover it up and to perpetuate it and make it, disguise it as something that's right when it obviously isn't. It's normalized. And then everybody hears this message and sees the flaws. Every single statement they've made since October 2020, all these years, it's all there on my YouTube channel. You go through them one by one. Flaws, fallacies, falsehoods used to justify profit by cruelty enforced by law enforcement. I'm Zeke Matevosian. Stay tuned.